Right, here we are then. Let's have a look at some of these coins, and I'm not your financial advisor, so it's definitely not financial advice. So let's start with Bitcoin, and we're mainly going to be looking at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is calling the shots at the moment. So we're looking at this giant downwards trend that we're still in, and we've been waiting for all this to make one direction one way or another. Now it's not ultimately decided, but it's begun to make its decisions by coming down to test this blue box territory, and it's actually bounced directly off it, straight from it, which is 9,400 or thereabouts. So the first test on that today, what is probably going to happen is we're going to bounce around between this area, which will be around about 9,750, to actually come back down to test of 9,400 again, and probably start to dip little wicks into this blue box area, as we did on this one here, but not have another fake out like this one. We might have another little run up, to be honest, to get rid of some people's shorts, maybe from today, maybe even up to as much as this area here, is back up to 10,000 again. Kind of be surprised if that happens, because there's so much weight on the move down now that a move up to 10,000 would take a lot of buying pressure to do that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we had something like that, because this is the nature of how these things seem to be playing out at the moment. We have an inevitable move down, then a big move up, and then a trickle down again. But generally speaking, what I'm expecting to see now is us to get deeper into this blue box area here, which is between 9,000 to 9,400, and then eventually breaking that to test these guys here, which will be the 200 EMA and the 200 simple. The 200 EMA is currently at 8,750. The simple is 8,300 or so, 8,288. Yeah, that's all we're kind of expecting to see. We're obviously still looking pretty droopy on the MACD, and the RSI is pretty low. We might be looking to go a little sideways for a short while, and maybe, like I say, trickle sort of around in this no man's land territory here, between 9,750 to 9,400, to drift around in that area, possibly to be rejected from that area and to be supported on here. This would give the RSI a bit of time to reset before another plummet down to our lower levels. And it's only when we break beneath here do we start to see some significant bouncing. I would imagine that this area here, as soon as it touches this 200 EMA, to really find a decent bounce from it. But is that bounce going to be causing continuation? It's very difficult to say. What I can say though is that it's moving up, and it's been moving up for a long time. Every day I'd say this is gaining around about $100 a day. So every day that goes by, $100 is of support level is gained to the up, and it's probably going to carry on like this unless we break straight beneath it. So it would tell me that this move is either going to break hugely to the up or hugely to the down still, anywhere between now and the middle of October. By that time we'll see a really different priced Bitcoin, whether that be all the way up here above 12,000 or actually right down here below 7,000, which could happen. I know it sounds mad, but it could happen. We could break below 7,000. It's not completely out of the realms of possibility, to be honest with you. And when we look at the state of these sell-offs at the moment, they're quite big. What does this mean then for other coins? So we'll have a look at Matic to start with. Matic has suffered and has always been suffering for a very, very long time. It's been suffered. It made some decent gains today, all been wiped out though, should I say. Today Binance launched it for margin trading on Matic, which is a bit strange to me. And people are now taking advantage of that on the way up and on the way back down again. I would say that Matic is probably going to be falling back down again. There's nothing it can do to stop that. It cannot take the strain of this entire market. But the way I see it is generally the people who are holding Matic are actually holding it. So we might not be seeing lower levels than this area here below 1 cent, but don't quote me on that, because it depends how hard the market gets knocked, and the market could get knocked pretty hard. EOS is a coin that is definitely a bit of a money maker for me. I've been loving the moves that it's been making all the way up and all the way back down again. I like red candles as much as I like, not as much, but I do quite like a red candle, especially one of this size. So I do a lot of margin trading on EOS specifically because it makes big moves. It's one of the better coins to do margin trading on because of the giant moves that it makes. But that said, where's it going from here? And this is my indicator generally for looking at the situation of altcoins. I see EOS as a precursor to the altcoin market, and at the moment it's pretty much 10% down for the day, which is unbelievable. It's wiped out almost all of its gains that it had, and it did have significant gains. What is that? About 20. It was more than 20% gains from top to bottom that have now been 25%, 24% up, 24% down. So I mean, obviously, if you were doing margin trading, you could take advantage of that going up and going down. I've got a tutorial on how to use Bybit if you're interested in margin trading. So have a look for that video and work it out for yourself. So you can make significant money. Like I didn't get involved in this area, but I bought all the way up and I pretty much sold all the way down. It's closed my position here, so I've made a really good amount of money out of EOS. I have closed it now though. Even though I do expect this to have continuation to the down, this is the moment now where we could be finding bounces across the board with Bitcoin and with altcoins. What I can say though is that Bitcoin dominance has been gaining. It's up 75% today, despite everything that's happened. So that says more about the altcoins than it does about Bitcoin. I would expect to see continuation of the moves down with altcoins, and if and when Bitcoin makes its final drop below those 200 EMAs and simples, then altcoins will be completely crushed, absolutely demolished, and probably you'll be seeing prices of altcoins lower than they have been all year, making brand new lows perhaps. We just don't know, but it is completely possible that would happen. Not for all coins, things like maybe Ethereum might get away with it, and perhaps maybe Litecoin, but Litecoin's being hit pretty hard since the halving event. Litecoin is it's over for Litecoin at the moment. It's definitely going to be suffering. Ripple has had a very hard year, and I imagine it's going to continue. So we're going to see top altcoins like EOS and Ethereum and Litecoin and XRP probably be hit really hard when Bitcoin falls, because the dominance is still high. In fact, it's just getting higher. So there's nothing on the immediate cards for me to tell you that altcoins they're gonna pop or anything like that. We might be seeing bounces perhaps when they reach their sort of all-time lows, if they reach that level. But the main thing we're going to be looking at is Bitcoin. We're going to focus on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is like I say, it's looking very bearish. We've been onto this for a while now. If you're watching this channel, we've been waiting for it to go down into this blue box territory. We've been waiting for this level to be tested again since it broke this area here back in August 12th. So it's been on the cards. Let's just watch it play out, and if this area gets broken, then we're going to have to see what happens when it touches these guys. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there, and like I say, if you're interested in margin trading, go and have a look at my my tutorial on Bybit. There's an affiliate link there that will help me out if you sign up through that. But don't worry if you don't want to, you can sign up anyway. Thanks a lot, have a nice day, and take it easy.